Great afternoon, everyone. Great afternoon. It's an amazing Tuesday afternoon. The sun is shining. It's another day that we get to be excited to see. So come on in the room. Come join me. Come share with me. Come talk to me just for a few moments. You know, we don't stay long, but come chat with me for a little bit for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. Going to wait for a few people to come on in the room. Hope everyone has had an amazing day thus far, and looking forward to even a better day coming. But one second. Yes, so I'm going to make sure as you're coming in the room, please like and share this video. As you're coming in the room, please do like and share this video. It's always my privilege and my honor to share with you all every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Just in case you do not know, I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and it is always my joy and privilege to come share with you. And I'm going to just share this video right now. I'm going to share this on my page. But good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Please say hello as you are coming in the room. Please say hello. It's always good for someone to just say hi. Listen, this is Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and it's always a great joy just to come and chat with you, doing a little lunchtime empowerment that will strengthen you, that will push you, and that will press you. Listen, hey, Carolyn, how are you? I got to text you. You having a dinner soon? Listen, so our topic today is who's in your circle. Our topic today is who's in your circle. I know you're probably saying, Dr. Vaughn, that's such a minute topic. That's not really that serious. The people that I've in my circle, I've been dealing with for years. I've known these people 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But my question to you is, who is in your circle? My question to you is not how long these people have been in your circle. Because listen, there's one thing to have someone just there. There's another thing to have someone actually in your circle and in your corner. Just the presence of someone does not mean that they're in your circle. So our topic today is who's in your circle. We need to evaluate, especially in this season, who we're connected to, who we have in our intimate spaces, who we have in our vulnerable places, who we actually allow to see the most innermost parts of us. And when you actually sit down and evaluate who's really in your circle, you have to evaluate their purpose. You have to evaluate why they're there. You have to evaluate who they are, because sometimes we have people lingering in our circle that really should no longer be there. And it's not because they're bad people. It's not because they did anything wrong. It just simply means that they are no longer a part of the season that you're in. You know, there was a famous line that went over, and they used to talk about it. They said, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And we all posted it at some point in time in our lives. But the truth of the matter is, people are literally in our lives for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. Everybody that we come in contact with is not meant to be in our lives for the longevity of our lives. And so sometimes we have to evaluate the reasons that people are in our lives. And then we also have to evaluate the seasons that they are in our lives. And listen, when that season is up, it's okay to move on. It is okay to realize that somebody's season is no longer prevalent in your life. Somebody's season has ended in your life. Listen, doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Everybody's just not meant to go into every season of your life. Listen, a true friend accepts who you are, but helps you become better. They help you become the person that you're supposed to be. A true friend will accept you in your frailties. They will accept you with your issues. They will accept you with your flaws. But a real friend will actually push you and press you to be the best you and to be the you that God created you to be. The question is, are the people around you in your circle, are they really making you better? Are the people that are in your circle, are they really pushing you for better? Are the people in your circle holding you accountable, or the people in your circle just telling you yes, yes, yes? Are the people that are in your circle there at your lowest moments as well as your high moments? Are the people that are in your circle, can they be confided in? Can they be actually trustworthy in your most lowest places? You need to evaluate who is actually in your life. Listen, sometimes we get connected to people, we all are guilty of it. We get connected to people for the wrong reasons. Some of us get connected to people because it looks good. Some of us get connected to people because of the position that person is in and we're trying to get somewhere. Some of us get connected to people simply because they look like they're part of the popular crowd, so I'm going to connect to them. But in this season of your life, you need to know that the people that are in your circle, that are in your intimate space, are legitimately for you. They are legitimately ordained to be a part of your journey right now. Not a part of your journey 10 years ago, because some of us are holding on to friends that were our friends and they were meant to be our friends 10 years ago, but then we were meant to go our separate ways. But because we don't want to be mean, we don't want to be nasty, we don't want to feel like the bad guy, we're still holding on to people. And here's the thing, what you have to understand, that's not being mean, it's not being nasty, because you may be stunting their growth. You're surely stunting yours, but you may be stunting their growth. They may be actually waiting for the opportunity to actually soar and to get connected and to go out there and make the actual connection that they need. You need to check who's in your circles. Hey, Aunt Jackie, how are you? Are the connections in your circle one-sided? Come on, ask yourself the hard question. Are the connections that are in your circle one-sided? Because here's the thing, you cannot be in a one-sided connection where you're in a circle where you're always putting out. You're always the one giving money. You're always the one there when they need them. You're always the one with the counseling. You're always the one pushing. You're always the one picking up. You're always the one that's doing this. You're always the one doing that. But if you actually sit back and realize those individuals don't pour the same measure back into you. And listen, no friendship, no relationship, no connection is ever going to be 50-50. Hey, sissy, I love you. No, that's right, Bree. No, listen, no friendship, relationship, or any type of connection will ever be 50-50. They won't. However, you cannot say that we are at an 80-20 split all the time. You cannot say that we are at an 80-20 split all the time. Whenever you need money, you borrowing it from me, though you never pay it back. It's excuse after excuse when it's time to pay it back. You know, I'm always getting you gifts for holidays and everything, but there's always an excuse when it comes up to holidays, whether or not you can do. Or when I need you, or when I need this, you're not able to do. There has to be a balance. There has to be something. You can't be always the one giving. So you need to check your circle and actually find out, am I always the one giving? And then when it's time for me to receive, nobody pours back into me. Nobody actually says anything. Hey, brother, how are you? Who's in your circle? Is the people that are in your circle really actually depositing things into you that make you better? The people that are in your circle, have they made you better since you've been connected to them? Have you made each other better since you connected to them? Have you guys grown, or are you still in the same stage of friendship and relationship that you were 5 years ago? Come on, check who's in your circle. You have to realize, have you connected to this person for the wrong reason? Have you made the connection to the person for the wrong reason? Because that's another reason why a relationship or a friendship won't grow. If it was never a genuine connection, it will not grow. In this season where we're asking God to bless us with more, we're asking God to open up the windows of heaven, we're asking God to begin to position us for more and for better and for greater, but we have not done right by what we already have. Some of us are the ones that's on the short side of the friendship. We have not been given like we should. We have not been there like we should. We have not been supporting like we should. We have not been celebrating like we should. And so we have to begin to examine our whole circle and realize, because everybody in your circle has an intentional purpose. Everybody in your circle has a specific assignment in your life, but then you also have a specific assignment in their lives. And the question you have to ask yourself is, am I fulfilling? my assignment in the lives of those in my circle? And then are those in my circle actually fulfilling what they should be in my life? And you have to be very okay that if you actually begin to evaluate, because I want you to evaluate as we go into this next year, when you evaluate, don't be upset when you find out some of the people you evaluated, their seasons is over. Don't be upset. It's okay. You can still be cordial and they can be cordial from afar. That just means that they're not in your intimate circle anymore. It does not mean that there's any bad blood. It does not mean that there's any animosity. It does not mean that there's any anger. It just simply means that your season for being in my core circle is no longer. So now I have to make sure that you move from within my circle so that the person that God is trying to place in my circle has room. Because some of us, our circles are being blocked because we got people taking up space in our circle. And God is trying to bless us with the friends and bless us with the connections and bless us with the significant other and bless us with the mentor and bless us with the different things that we're supposed to have. We don't have any room for what God is trying to bless us with because we got people occupying spaces that either they no longer are supposed to be occupying or they should have never been occupying in the beginning. Because some of us have people in our circles that we never asked God, should they be in our circle? Some of us got people in our circle that they just in our circle just because, oh, they look nice, they was friendly. But it didn't mean for you to put them in your circle, it just meant for you to be cordial. So you have to begin to take that time and evaluate who's in your circle. Who have you let in to your private space? Because many of us are always talking about somebody knows our business. Check your circle. Check who's in your circle, because whoever in your circle should be in your corner. Whoever's in your circle should protect you. Who's ever in your circle, you should be able to confide in. Who's ever in your circle should believe in you just like you believe in them. How many people in your circle really believe in you and the destiny that you have on your life? Think about it. How many people that you keep saying is in your circle, how many are really in your circle and you really believe that they have your best interests? How many people are in your circle and they push you for better? They won't let you settle. They won't let you give up. They won't let you stay stuck. They won't. You got to have those people in your life that will push you even when you get an attitude, push you when you don't like it, push you when you don't feel like it, push you when you can't see it. I need people in my circle that can see it when I can't. I need people in my circle that can see it when I can't. You can't be in my circle and everything that I tell you I want to do, you always like, oh, yes, that's a good idea. Yes, that's a good idea. Sometimes you need to tell me no, because some of the ideas I have are not good. Every idea I have is not good. And I have to be okay with the people in my circle that love me enough to tell me no if it's not a good idea. You don't need yes people in your circle. You need people that will actually see it and be like, no, that's not going to be good for you. That's not going to be good for you. That's not going to be good for you. And so at this season of your life, before you make any New Year's resolution, before you make any declaration for 2021, before you actually even try to attempt to press forward to 2021, you need to begin to check your circle. Who have you been connected to this entire year? Who have you been feeding off of this entire year? Because listen, whoever's in your circle is in your ear. Okay. Who's ever in your circle is in your ear. Whoever is really in your circle is in your ear. So you need to check and see who's in your circle. I want you to ask yourself 3 questions when you're evaluating who's in your circle. Who have you let in? Why have you let them in? And what are they adding to your life? I'm going to say it again. I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. And if you got a pen, write them down, because I want you to really evaluate it. Who have you let in? Why have you let them in? And what have they added to your life? I'll say it one more time. Who have you let in? Why have you let them in? And what have they added to your life? If you can't answer those 3 questions, something's wrong. you have the wrong people in your circle. If you cannot effectively answer those questions and know who you let in, why you let them in, and what they have added to your life, then you need to do some more evaluating. Because in this season, we can't have no more one-sided relationships. We can't have any more one-sided friendships. We have to be, this has to be a give and take. This has to be a pour and receive. This has to be a back and forward. One person cannot always be giving. It becomes a lopsided, unhealthy relationship, unhealthy friendship, unhealthy connection, unhealthy mentorship, however you want to do it, whatever connection it is. So I want you to take yourself, I want you to evaluate those three things. Who have you let in? Why have you let them in? And what have they added to your life? And I just want you to talk about 2020. I don't even want you to go back too far. Because some of y'all going to have a hard time just 2020. You know, you have to begin to actually listen. You have to begin to actually really know who's in your circle. Now, listen, before you begin to cut people out, make sure when you're evaluating that you owning your own stuff. Did you hear what I said? Make sure before you start cutting people out your circle, make sure when you're evaluating that you actually start owning your own stuff and realize whether or not you're the one that's falling short or the people in your circle. That's right, on Jack. You have to realize whether or not you're falling short or the people in your circle, because you can't have an excuse every single solitary time that somebody needs you. You can't do it. There can't be excuse every time. You got an emergency every time. You can't do it none of the time. You busy all the time. But then when you need that person is always there. Never misses anything. Come on, y'all. We got to check our circle. This season is so crucial. This season is so detrimental. You need to know who is in your circle. You need to be able to trust who is in your circle. You need to be able to confide in who's in your circle. Whoever is in, that's right, self-evaluation is a must. Whoever is in your circle, you need to know what have they added to your life. And then what have you added to theirs? It's a circle, so which means if it's a circle, that means we in it together. Because if it's a circle, ain't no opening. So we in this circle together. So what have I added to your life and what have you added to mine? If you can't answer that, if you can't say that they've been there for you, you need to check your circle. Everybody doesn't have to be a friend. Some people could just be an associate. It's okay. You don't have to call everybody friend. You ain't got to become a sister of everybody. Everybody ain't got to become your BFF. Everybody ain't listen, some people can just be friendly associates. We know each other, but that don't mean I got to put you in my circle. Your circle is an intimate part that is totally sealed. It's an intimate part of give and take, friendship, relationship, any type of connection. Your circle should be so intimate that those people know stuff about you that nobody else knows. Check your circle, y'all. Check your circle. What are they adding to your life? Can you answer that? Can you answer that? Hey, Bishop, can you answer that? Can you legitimately answer what have they added to your life? Because there's one thing to just say, oh, I know her. How you doing? There's another thing to say, this is my circle. This is my circle. My circle, I can let my head down. My circle, they can see me cry. They can see me fall apart. And my circle will still respect who I am, even though they saw the vulnerable, broken parts of me. It doesn't change their opinion of me because I'm in a safe space with the people in my circle. And y'all stop thinking a circle got to be 10 and 20 people. Your circle can legitimately be 4 or 5 people. If you're not happy about what God is doing in my life, you're not a part of my circle. If you ain't pushing me to go after all that God has for me, you're not a part of my circle. If you envious because of what God is doing for me, you're not a part of my circle. If you tell everybody when I fall apart or when I'm falling short, if you telling everybody all my business, you're not a part of my circle. My circle protects me and I protect them. My circle supports me and I support them. My circle won't let me settle and I won't let them settle. Because if I go up, my circle go up. If I get blessed, my circle get blessed. If I'm manifesting in my purpose, my circle is manifesting in my purpose. I'm celebrating everybody connected to me that God is blessing. I'm applauding them. I'm sharing what God is doing. I'm letting everybody know what God is doing in their lives. Because listen, when one of us gets blessed, all of us get blessed. We got to stop this, y'all, connecting to people simply because they got a name. So stop connecting to people because you think it's a name thing. So I would be good if people know that I know them or if people know that I'm friends with them. So I'll take a no name with some character and integrity and consistency in a heartbeat. Somebody that didn't want to be seen, I will take them in a heartbeat. Because in this season, we need genuine connections, y'all. In this season, we need genuine connections with no hidden motives, no ulterior motives. We need genuine connections in this season, y'all. If we really believe in God for what we want God to do in our lives, it's no time for letting people that don't have no authority in our lives in it. I can say hello to you at church and not give you my phone number. You don't have to have my phone number just to speak to me when you see me. We ain't got to exchange numbers. We ain't got to get personal. We can just be cordial. When we get comfortable in the fact of knowing that it's okay, I'm glad my circle is small. Because when I reflect on when my circle was bigger, that's when I had more drama. That's when I had more drama. When I had a bigger circle, that's when I had more drama. I love the fact that my circle is intimate. I can trust them and they can trust me. So listen, y'all, I just can't wait for a little bit. Check your circle before you start making any declarations for 2021 or making any declarations about where you're going and what you're going to do next year and everything. Check your circle. Check your circle and make sure you don't have no hidden persons in there trying to be about your demise. Let me say that, because you can have some people in your circle that's really praying that you don't make it. So you better check your circle. We don't have no more time to waste, you guys. We don't have any more time to waste. We got to make sure our circles are tight. We got to make sure our circles are solid. We got to make sure that our circles are fruitful. We got to make sure that our circles are intentional. And we got to make sure that our circles are God ordained. So before the end of this year, this next couple of weeks, I challenge you, check who's in your circle. Don't make no declarations. That's right, bro. Praying and not praying. So listen, check it for real. We don't have any time to waste to go back and do no do-overs. So let's get it right now. Check your circle. If their season is up or they already done fulfilled the reason, it's okay to move on. We ain't got to be nasty. We ain't got to be bad blood, but it's okay to move on. I love you. Praying God's best for you. All right, I'm on to my next season. Just like that. So listen, I hope that I strengthened you. Just told you a little bit. I told you I just hop on here for a little empowerment talk for lunchtime. And listen, I'm evaluating just like I'm telling you to evaluate. Because I got so much before the Lord that I want him to do that I can't afford to miss it simply because I had the wrong connections. I don't want him to look over me because I've got the wrong connections. And so listen, I hope that you have heard something that pricked you, strengthened you, pushed you. Listen, join me right here every Tuesday, 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead. It's always my joy, my privilege, and my pleasure just to come hang out with y'all. Thank y'all for coming to hang out with me for a little bit during your lunchtime break. I hope that you have a fantastic, amazing day. If you have not already, please go register for our Power Paint Punch. Go register for our Restore Your Raw conference. Listen, that Power Paint Punch, come on, we doing some virtual painting. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, bro. Thanks so much, cousin. Listen, we doing some virtual painting in January. We want to kick it off with some powerful life coaches because we want to start strong because we want to finish stronger. Did you hear what I said? We want to start strong so we can finish stronger. So I hope that y'all will come, join me, come to the Power Paint Punch. Let's kick off the year with some great fellowship, but then let's also kick off the year with some good tools that let us be good throughout all of 2021. And then ladies, come on over to me during that love season the week before Valentine's Day for the Restore Your Raw conference, where you get your voice back, where we empower you to say, yes, I love me, single, broken, divorced, whatever. I love me because I know that I am valuable. I know my worth. I know how good I am. So listen, make sure you register for both the Power Paint Punch and Restore Your Raw conference. Come on over. I'm going to post them both again today. I thank you for coming to join me. Make sure you like and share this video with somebody. Hey, Lenny Pooh, how are you? Make sure you come to one of those events. Sponsor somebody that you know will benefit from the information from both of those events. And I will see you right back here next Tuesday at 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks. Thank you so much, Bree. Sign up because we doing 2020. We're going to be strong. That's right, cousin. We're going to be strong in 2020. Aunt Jackie, I love you. Nina, thank you so much. Listen, we're going to be, Sheena, thank you. We're going to be strong in 2020, y'all. 2021, y'all. We're going to be strong. We want to kick off strong and we're going to finish strong. I believe in you. I hope you believe in you. So until next week, have a fantastic and amazing day. And then also make sure that you have an amazing remainder of the week. You guys have a good day. All right. Bye-bye.